before I continue down in the Dwarven Ruins, I'm going to do some of that getting stuff out of my inventory thing by, one, disenchanting a bunch of items. I've got quite a few items I can disenchant here. I've got rather a lot of items I can disenchant here. Am I really, like, almost level 40 on enchanting almost solely by just, like, disenchanting stuff? Like, I've only enchanted a couple of items, and they weren't even particularly good enchantment. This skill really is overpowered. And also, let me just go and, like, sell some stuff, because I've got a lot of stuff to sell. While I'm here, we can stuff my face with some potion ingredients, which I don't yet know the effects of, and we can learn some of their effects. And I might as well start, like, crafting some potions, because let's be honest, it would be really nice if I had a couple more magic potions that I could use.
I've been looking for you.
What is it?
I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
This guy jump scared me for a minute.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Alright, what does this say? This is a dinner invitation. You have been cordially invited to dinner and drinks at Bloodshield Manor. As an honored guest, you are encouraged to come early and mingle with other attendees. When you are ready to feast, ask the house waiter for a menu and he will let you into the banquet hall. The finest and most delectable dishes will be on display. There will be no need for appetizers. Once everyone is ready and seated, a full course awaits. Come for the dinner, stay for the drinks. That is not familiar. Bloodshield Manor, I think, is one of the Anniversary Edition content. I don't know exactly what it entails, but I do remember seeing it in a list of editions that were added in the Anniversary Edition content. I am once again going to load that, and I'm going to not read that because I don't want to accidentally like do something that would activate the quest later. Oh, now she has a torch out. Why were you not taking the torch out earlier? I thought NPCs in Skyrim could take out torches if they had one in their inventory, but like, anyway, whatever. So with all that taken care of, hello all you crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. So last time, we fought our way through yet more of Alfdend, and we beat up one of these huge, giant Dwarven Centurions, which didn't put up as much of a fight as I thought it would, considering that I am playing on one of the higher difficulty settings. Anyway, today, we can go and open these gates.
Hasn't there been enough death?
Of course, you want me to leave. Just waiting for me to turn my back, so you can have all the glory for yourself. What was that?
They saw me already. Oh, they didn't see me already. They started fighting each other. That's interesting. So these two are two of the last two members of the expedition, which was exploring the ruins, and they somehow survived, and they somehow made it all the way down here, and they seem to be having a bit of a disagreement over whether or not they should turn back or whether or not they should keep going. And I don't know. All right, do you mind? Wait, am I unarmed? I just took a punch. Hang on a minute. All right, so one, let's take out one of those, and two, how about you don't try and kill me, Umana. And we're just gonna finish you two off because I don't really feel like getting killed by either of you right here. I don't know if you had like a strong enough like pacify or calm spell or something like that, if you would be able to make them stop fighting and like actually engage them in conversation. Targe of the Blooded. I think that's a unique item. It doesn't look like you have anything else. What about you over here? Of Ember. So that's fire damage. I'm going to take that with me anyway, just because I don't know if I've got of Embers yet or not. I don't know if it would be possible to calm these two and make them stop fighting when you come in here or not. It would be a very Skyrim-ish thing to allow that, and to have a way of doing that, but I don't have any illusion spells, let alone a high level like pacify spell or anything like that. So I can't do that right here. I don't know if you would be able to do that if you had one. I don't usually play with illusion spells like that. Here we have a treasure chest. Glass Greatsword of Diminishing, which is magic damage. I don't know if I've got that one already or not. Scrolled Guardian Circle, which is a high-level restoration spell in the form of a scroll. Okay. Let's see. I think that excitement is finished with. Is there anything over out this way? Nope, not that way. I could use a torch if I had a torch. So let me go and take out a torch. Anything over in this direction? There's another treasure chest. Okay. Almost got that one in one. I did go and buy some more lockpicks off screen, by the way. So I should be good on those for at least a little bit. Dagger, gold, stamina, potion, and pickpocket success. I think I've got that enchantment already. I'll take it with me anyway, just because it's light. And I can sell it later. Alright. Lastly... Oh, this is, I was looking for a lever or something, but this is just unlockable. Okay. Oh, alright. I don't actually need to pick that lock. I can use the key that I found. I forget where I found the key. I think it was one of the other dead bodies. So if I hit this, this is going to allow me to create another shortcut, but instead of going to an earlier place in the ruins, it's just going to lead us out into basically Alftond, the beginning, where we started. There were a couple of, like, there's a couple throughout Skyrim, especially in the northern parts, of these, like, sealed elevator shafts, which you'll be able to use as shortcuts to various points in the Dwemer ruins, if you've, basically, if you've opened them from the inside. And that's going to be one of them. That's going to be fairly convenient. And we can now go and activate this dwarven mechanism. Fascinating. And we've unlocked basically a secret hidden chamber down, going farther into the dungeons. All right, welcome to Blackreach. So Blackreach is probably one of my favorite locations in the game, and I'm just gonna go and cast an Atronach now, because there are so many things down here that like to kill you, and we've already got an aggressive red dot down there. I really like this location. I did not like it the first couple times I played this game, just because there are so many things down here that like to kill you, and also so many things down here that are really good at killing you, which makes it kind of hard to get around here when you're still getting used to things. Hello? Well, case in point, I guess. Alright, fine. I guess I'll use Stoneflesh instead of the Atronach. Let's see. One, I really like the design. Just visually, I think it's really pretty with all the glowing... this is glowing fungus of various types on the walls, ceiling, floor, and everything in between. And, it's also just kind of fun to run around and discover stuff down here. At least when you're not worried about getting killed in new and innovative ways. It's also, I think it's actually based on, at least loosely, like the glowing fungus is based on actual caves in real life. I can't remember where they're located. I want to say like Mexico or something. I'll put pictures on screen right now of exactly what I'm talking about. But good lord. Alright, through my Stoneflesh enchantment, you were still able to one-hit KO me with one of those bolts. Interesting. Let's see. The other thing it reminds me of down here is... for those of you who read the Tunnels series of books, which were popular maybe 15 or so years ago, there are a series of, I think, 6 books about a kid who found some huge underground world, basically separate from the surface world, and that, of course, led to some, you know, global conspiracies, as you would expect in, like, coming-of-age teenage literature from that era. And the books, unfortunately, did not end quite as well as they started. The plot kind of went nowhere for maybe the last 2 books or so, which was a bit of a disappointment for some of us. But this Blackreach as a whole reminds me of... Lydia, can you, like, not stand right in front of me? You don't want to get set on fire. Blackreach as a whole reminds me of some of the locations that the protagonist would have visited down in those books. The Deeps, I think they were known, and some other things. And it's a very nice visual aesthetic, and hidden underground worlds are always a fun time. At least when you're not getting murdered by everything every 2 feet. All right. Let's see. While you are down, I'm just gonna take a quick survey. Is there anything else? Nope. All right. unfortunately, I think you're the last one who's trying to kill me, at least right now, and I'd like it if you didn't... Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Alright, Gotcha. I mean, it didn't do a lot of damage, but still. Alright, we're doing a little better now. Lydia's still alive. I have not taken any notable amount of health damage so far, and you went and used a healing potion. Alright, if you're gonna use a healing potion, so am I. Plentiful Magicka, I think, should do it. There we go. So, let's see. We're gonna be seeing a lot of that down here, and by that I mean things killing me. This is a difficult enough location, even on the normal difficulty setting on the standard one. And I am playing on expert here, and God forbid if you come down here on master difficulty, it's gonna be a very significant challenge. Let me go in here, Sinderian's Field Laboratory, and I've never played down here on legendary. I can only imagine how insane that must be. All right, that is an of hauling enchantment, which will increase your carry weight, which I definitely wouldn't mind having an enchantment for. Mystery of Talara, Potion of Healing, some random jewelry. Alright. So here we have an alchemy lab. I'm not gonna try and pronounce that because my Latin is not quite that good. Let's see. Here's an enchanting table as well. Not bad. And can I just... Alright, we can break the Sword of Embers. Thank you. And also the of hauling. We can learn the of hauling enchantment. And, increase our enchanting to level 40. And if I pick this, that is going to start a quest, a return to your roots, which is basically collect a grand collection quest where you're going to discover the significance of the Crimson Nirn root, and then you're going to have to collect 30 of them. Nirn roots are plants which you can find out throughout the overworld of the Elder Scrolls games. They've been around for a while. They are one of the more recognizable items in the Elder Scrolls games. And the Crimson Nirn root are a special variety of that which can only be found down here in Blackreach. I'm just going to raid your potion supplies. I don't see anyone here to take ownership of these potion supplies, so it's probably not going to be missed, right? Here's a chest that I didn't see earlier. All right. This is Sinderian. He apparently got shot by something. I see arrows sticking out of the ground. Don't know exactly what would have come in here and shot him, unless it was a Falmer that, I don't know, got lost or something. But let's see. If I read Sinderian's field journal, we can learn a little bit more about the Crimson Nirn root. I am not going to read all this because this is rather long, but this is going to tell us about the Crimson Nirn root. And it's also going to mention something called Sarathi Farm, which he has some connection to, which if I ever do collect the 30 Crimson Nirn root, I'll go there and continue this quest and finish it off. I probably will eventually. Anyway, other than that, they are ordinary alchemy ingredients. You can eat them, you can use them in potions, that kind of thing. Let's see. Alright, Lydia actually didn't get stuck on this right now. I have seen there's probably some kind of like seam in the nav mesh, which the NPCs use to pathfind around, because frequently I see followers get stuck on this platform outside this door here. But she didn't do it that time, which is kind of nice. Anyway. Let's see, let me go and summon another Atronak, because having assistance in places like this is never missed. Let's see. I see an aggressive red dot. What is this? Oh, is this another Falmer, or is this another other type of enemy? All right, the name on this is Falmer. Oh, there you are, down there. Yeah, let's just go and set you on fire. I'm out of magic already. Okay. How about you don't do that? There we go. All right. And nothing's trying to kill me. Very good. Let me see. You've got some ore with you for reasons which I don't quite understand. I should probably take out one of these torches again. So for finding the Crimson Nirn root in general can be found usually around like bodies of water, like ponds, rivers, that kind of thing in the overworld. And Crimson Nirn root you can find them around, like, puddles and underground lakes and stuff down here in Blackreach, but you can also find them in some more random locations, such as there. And I'm not going to go out of my way to find 30 of them. I think there's like 45 in total, and they will grow back after like 30 days. So if you can't find them in your first pass through Blackreach, just leave, play the game some, come back in a while, and they'll probably have respawned. Let me see. Alright, I thought I saw something down there, but apparently not. Here's another one. There are things down there, and you might be able to see one on that ledge from here, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's see. If I hit this button, that's going to... Is it not going to do it? It should. There it goes. Alright, there's a delay. If you hit that button, it's going to open the gate here, and this is going to create another one of those grand lifts. And this is going to be the Great Lift at Alfton. Where did this exactly come out? So this came out on the other side of this mountain. Let me see. There should be somewhere around on one of the walls. Here we go. A lever, which is going to allow us to use this as a shortcut back to Alfton if we want. Alright. Don't really have anything to do out there. So let's go back downstairs. And let's see. Should I regenerate my stone flesh or my Atronach or one or both? Because as I said, there are going to be plenty of things down here that try to kill us. We can see a couple of Falmer hanging out on that platform up there, and if I were to use my one on-screen stealth archer attempt... Oh, did I not use my level in that last fight? Apparently I didn't. Let me just go and shoot you with an arrow. I missed. I knew I was gonna miss. I let my finger off it anyway. Oh, apparently my cover was not blown quite to the degree where it would have messed up my chance, so I was still able to get one off. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna just go run up here. If I don't, there's a good chance that they'll come around when I'm, I don't know, fighting something else or running somewhere else, and they'll try to kill me, and I don't really want to be ambushed, so we're just gonna go and take care of them ahead of time. Let's see, some very large, impressive glowing mushrooms up here. Oh, did they jump down and start fighting Lydia already? I hear... Alright, so here we have... Ooh, wow. Ow! Rude. Right, in the heat of combat, I came over to this random wall in the dark, and I saw a prompt for a chest. I've never seen this one before. Not gonna pretend to know where every single treasure chest in the game is, but we're just gonna go and loot that while we're down here. And now let me resume fighting these Falmer before they, you know, kill me. Oh god, alright, this is not what I expected to see right now, but that is a Chaurus. I'm gonna take this level. Almost to level 16 already. So Chaurus are bugs, or bug-like things. I think they're the larvae of something else, specifically. And I do not like Chaurus. They take way too many hits to kill. They look way too gross. They look way too much like some stuff that I really dislike finding randomly in on the bathroom sink in real life. But they're another type of enemy that you will find down hidden in these Dwemer ruins. And Chaurus chitin is apparently the only thing that I can loot off your body. All right, so I survived that somehow. And where exactly is Lydia? She probably is going to be like down there somewhere, or maybe running all the way around. Unless I accidentally killed her, which can happen. Lydia, would really be really inconvenient if you did die. Last I saw her, she was like down here shooting arrows into something. Well, alright, that'll work. If you ever don't know where your follower is and you don't think they're dead, just wait for a minute, and if they're stuck on geometry somewhere, they'll usually spawn right next to you. Alright. So the next thing we can do is, here we have another one of these Dwarven Centurions. Do I want to try and sneak attack you? Not like with a bow, but with basically anything. what if I take two one-handed weapons, and all right, so we're gonna go and get some sneak attack damage off on you. Not a lot because again these guys have a ton of health, but we can go give ourselves an Atronac. We can go fire some firebolts into you. Unfortunately, these guys won't really respond to Unrelenting Force staggering you just because they're so big and so heavy and so, like, you know, it takes such a big impulse to knock them over. What did I come in here for? I came in here for Magicka because I could use some Magicka. I did buy some Magicka potions and craft some Magicka potions at the alchemy bench, but like, I have so much right now. So much total Magicka, and I use spells for so many things that it's kind of alright, I guess I'll just use regular melee weapons for a bit. Like a single... Wow, okay, one hit. Probably should have stayed back and tried to hit you from a distance there. Oh, I respawned here? Oh, I respawned like after I did the wait command when I was looking for Lydia. That's good because I don't feel like going through all that again. Alright, so the Dwarven Centurion is done. There's still another thing. There's a Falmer over there who heard the noise and came over and decided that it wanted to join the party. Fortunately, the Falmer also seems to be going after Lydia. The Falmer is also going to be quite a bit easier to kill than the Centurion was. And let's see. I'm not gonna rush into things. I apparently have to rush into things because Lydia is taking a knee right now. There we go. Alright, so we can just go and grab your money, grab your whatever else it is that you've got. I checked this guy already, didn't I? Yes, I did. There's another Crimson Nirnroot over here. And let's push in. So I was expecting more in a treasure chest that was right next to this Dwarven Centurion frame, but apparently, I don't know, someone was already here and looted it before us or something like that. You could probably make up some reason why that would be. Anyway, so if you open up your local map, where is the local map? That's the L key here on keyboard and mouse. You can see that, well, I guess you can because it's not a very detailed map. It's a very abstract sort of shapes and blobs and doesn't really show you where like the floor and things are. But this is a pretty big area, and if you want to just get to your Elder Scroll, you can run pretty much clear across it. And I think that's what I'm going to end up actually doing. There's other stuff down here. There is one notable thing down here which you might want to explore, but I think if I do that, I might come here later. I'm not going to really run side to side looking for like Nirnroots or stuff. The tower full of Falmer. Here we have some more Charis. The tower full of Falmer that I kind of ran into earlier a minute ago. I mostly did that just because I knew that they were likely to... Where are you? I hear you. I see you on the compass. Oh, there you are. You must have been stuck behind something. I mostly did that because I knew that they were likely to make a nuisance of themselves when I was fighting the Centurion, but like there wasn't really anything up there for me. Let's see. Alright, goodbye, Charis. I think there's going to be another Dwarven Centurion up here, and I guess I could do the same thing. Should I save? Just gonna hit a quick save there because if I die again, don't really feel like going through all that again. Let's see, we're just gonna hit you with a two-handed power attack, get some two-handed experience there, and I barely was out of the way of that steam breath attack. Come on, I want the firebolt on both hands. There we go. I think I missed that one. I don't think I actually hit that one because I didn't see any fire on you. Alright, so if you're going to 1v1 Lydia for a bit, I'm just going to stand here doing the wizard thing. I'm out of Magicka, so maybe I won't be doing the wizard thing.
Hey.
Weapons, greatsword. It doesn't really matter to me which melee weapon I pull out when... Oh, I got it. Alright, I thought it was going to take a couple more whacks than that. The game might have been just a little bit, like, generous there with that damage calculation, because I feel like I definitely should have done a couple more whacks with that. And that wasn't the power attack that I was winding up to do. That was just a regular attack, because I was out of stamina. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't really matter which melee weapon I pull out when I do decide to do that. I just want something that's going to do more damage than waiting for Magicka to regenerate. Alright, let's see. So we can go, continue here, and... yeah, there's a very ornate abandoned Dwemer ruins, in a couple of different locations down here. I think the fortress over there that we ran past a minute ago, that's sort of the main, like, municipal section of the Dwarven complex down here. This over there was a water pump, I think, is the name of the building when you go into it. Let's see, there's more down there. I believe I see a giant, but I don't really feel like dealing with a giant right now. Instead, I can run this way, and we can make it through Blackreach for the time being. Maybe like right after the main story, I'll come back down here and just explore Blackreach a bit. I think that might be a decent use of my time. And we can hit this lever and we can emerge into the Tower Mazark, I believe is the name of this one. Let's see. So there are some things that you can loot lying around as always. Let me go and grab a light. Are there any dead bodies that we can loot? No, there's a knapsack. Implying that someone was here recently. But I don't know. I don't see any signs of them. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know, like, of any background characters who claim to be down here that I've ever met in Skyrim, so I did not mean to grab that Ruins book. This is what, a novice level lock? This shouldn't be too bad. And indeed it isn't. Alright, we're just gonna grab the stuff from there. Cure poison. Same color as a health potion, but it will cure poisons if you've got any. That'll increase our smithing level. Alright, so potion ingredients. And another chest. There's a lot of stuff in this little room here. I've got 10 lockpicks now. Theoretically, I could go back to that one lock that I wasn't able to pick earlier. See if I can do it now with a couple more lockpicks. Scroll of Muffle, that will make you move more quietly. Scroll of Candlelight. All right. I think that's it. If I come in here, we're going to be faced with a massive, ornate, jeweled sphere, and let's see, there's nothing down this way, right? No, the ramp up to the top goes around the other direction. And if we run up to the top, we'll be able to find some things, such as, I believe, basically a giant button puzzle, and I guess we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves, but we have a fancy, very fancy mechanism of, I guess this is supposed to be like lenses focusing sunlight or something like that onto something. And let's see, is there any... There's a couple sets of tables and chairs here and ruined books. I've never actually really gone and looked around here, so I'm just curious. I didn't really... Alright, didn't find anything interesting. Oh, there's a skeleton here. Drocked. I guess you're the guy whose knapsack I saw in the entrance area? Alright, so if you want to read a little bit more about this contraption, you can do that. But I would like to, actually, like, solve it and get the reward that we came here for. So, firstly... Oh, I need to activate this lexicon receptacle. So that's going to be the cube that Septimus gave us a little while ago. And now these buttons are going to be activated. And as far as I know, you're just going to want to mash these buttons largely thoughtlessly until the mechanism does something interesting. I don't know of any pattern to this. Alright, that made something happen. That made another button glow. And this button is going to make these lenses up top start to swing around rather dangerously. They're close to our heads for such large metal plates. Might want to stand back to make sure that our heads aren't in the line of fire. Alright, so when I did that, I saw that there were indeed some sunbeams that were... Alright, so after much button mashing, the last one lit up, and we've got these sunbeams are kind of being focused on the jewels down below. I feel like there's a puzzle here where you have to, like, use this as, like a key to figure out where things are supposed to go. But I'll be honest, I don't see the resemblance between this visual here and what's actually going on down there, and it's easier, honestly, to just button mash your way through. When you hit the last one, we are going to have this final central crystal lowered, and it's going to peel apart. And we have inside an Elder Scroll. Alright, so we have completed Elder Knowledge down there. Let's see. Do I want to... Alright, I won't do the continue the Septimus bit of side quest down there. I'll just leave that as it were, for another day. Alright, so there's nothing else back here. I thought there was like a treasure room down here, but I might be thinking of a different part of Blackreach. Let's see. Let's go and activate this lever. My last torch, by the way, apparently went out. I don't think I've got any... Oh, I do have 4 more torches. I didn't, like, automatically equip the next one, which is weird. Anyway, I see here... Are these Khajiit traders? Just here? That is a very large potato. I can just take this stuff. It doesn't look like this is claimed by anyone. I don't see them. Was this one just abandoned? Anyway, I'm going to end this off here. My name is Dragonite. This has been The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Next time, we are going to be going and continuing the main quest by going back to the top of the throat of the world. And we're going to be seeing what happens after that. So, you should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.